Alright, we lost half of our infantry to the cutscene. Alright, so the Veti Tiger is angry. He's come up. He's come out of hiding. This guy should have some AT weapons. Couple of guys here we're going to take down. Looks like there's a sniper. If we can get close to that tank, we can take it down. Oop, sniper. Taking that hill would be good. But we're going to just have to hold against these tanks. We'll have to bring up the... oh, looks like we have additional Cromwells. I guess we couldn't fire at that H until just now. Awesome. Now I have to do a manual firing. These are a pain in the ass. But doable. That's how you know you play that game a lot, by the way. If you can hit a tank like that, though I did just die. But if you can turn the tank to kill him without using the turret, that's how you know you've played quite a bit of the game. Let's see if we can kill this tiger. Insta-act. Come on, insta-act. It's always bullshit when the enemy starts firing at you and your guy doesn't even know what to do. He's just standing there with a machine gun. Alright, we can cap this 41. Repair it. Look at that. There's troops everywhere on our side. Alright, the RAF is coming in for a recon mission with all those bombs. Hopefully you recon them with bombs. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good recon mission. That 500-pound bomb right on that German track. That'll teach him. Yes, sir. That'll teach him, boys. Alright. Now, we don't really have much for tanks that we can bring up. I mean, we do have a lot of tanks, but they're just going to get slaughtered. If we rush in without taking out things like the Panther or the Tiger. But we're going to need some armor at this point. Additionally, we could probably capture this F.A.Q. though it's damaged and will probably be insta-killed.
Got it, sir. Enemy is ahead. Keep low.
Alright, well, at least the gun shield is the only thing destroyed. We'll try to use the F.A.Q. then against the Tiger tank over here. Looks like he's a little out of range. Oh, that bottom armor. Damn, insta. That's what an experienced tank will do. One shot, one kill like that. Now again, with that veteran Tiger there, there's no way we're going to be able to get through that town with this number of tanks. 3 is great, but 3 is nothing. I don't know if they're shooting at this guy. Another bomb run coming in. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting some kills at point blank range, of course, but yeah. Tiger tank's looking right at us. Sniper. BS. God, everything against us here. Yeah, the veteran Tiger ain't gonna fall for that. He's smarter than that. Snipers around there too. Alright, well, at least we have crew injured on that vet. Looks like our possibly our 88's ready. Let's keep that thing damaged then. Oh no, he didn't. Wait. Okay, apparently it's repaired. Doesn't look like it, but apparently. That's some road, huh? Damn that half track. It's gonna bounce every shot because of that great placing of that dead half track. But if we target the top of this tank, we might be able to hit the Tiger. See him going right over there into the Tiger. Pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
Alright, well, at least the veteran Tiger probably won't shoot through this wall. This is where it really is going to get tough now. We actually have infantry coming up on the side of our tank. Amazing how our infantry is not even shooting at it. So these troops were probably given a lot of extra health just for being like, you know, SS and everything, so that does make it a little harder. Now, unfortunately, the Sturm Tiger just fired there.
Get ready, gents. They've got rascals. Give 'em hell.
Alright, let's try to wound that tiger.
Got it, sir.
Let's see if we can get in there. Nope, couldn't run between that rock and that thing there. That is a no-can-do. And almost died to our own artillery shell. There you go. Everything in Meta War is always against you. Alright, let's try this. Now this is going to fail, but I want to try to get lucky.
Stay the course. Fire! Enemies on the left. Huzzah!
Alright, my goal is to try to get the tiger's attention on the left side here.
Fire! Need rounds.
There we go.
Targets in the open. Enemies ahead.
Nope, nope, nope. Oh, you bastard. God, this guy, he just... Alright, it's gonna be tricky to get in there. But now we lost some cover here on this right side. Just a lot of infantry there. Sturm Tiger's gonna be persistent. Yag Tiger's now firing at us.
Enemy is ahead.
This is where some sort of selective targeting system like aircraft would be good.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. How many of these do we have? Alright, we have one anti-tank grenade. I wanted to use that to try to destroy the fence. Let's get down here for a second. I'm gonna try to use a regular grenade to get rid of this fence. The tiger has to go, and this fence has to blow. Of course, I moved my mouse too soon. Let's try this again. Get your grenade. There we go. Nothing. Blew up a truck, but can't blow over a fence. Look at that. The Sturm Tiger's actually going to try to target us now. Oh, look at that. The targeting computer on the German tank is going apeshit. It's like a calculator. Alright, well, the best thing to do would be to take the left side, but again, we can't really do that without artillery. Everything's going to take a lot of time to do.
Got it,
so we're going to try to call up all of our troops then for the left side and see what we can do now. Can't necessarily get my 90mm out of that position, but we can put everything behind cover. We do have our big AT gun, so let's try to, maybe we can haul that around. See how lucky we get with that.
Got it, sir.
Looks like a couple of troops there got caught up. Alright, so now is really where it gets interesting. It has been interesting for a while. We got some big vehicles we need to be able to flank. There's Germans everywhere with AT, snipers, machine guns. We got to turn this around. We can't let the Germans turn this into a hard point. We could capture a lot of enemy vehicles. Again, that stuff takes time. It would be nice to use the Cromwells, but they're not under our control.
Got it,
But I'm going to try to call up everything from the back up to the front of the line now. We do have a Pack 40 here, but not going to be worth much capturing that hill. We do have our flak, though, available. Unfortunately, still being blocked by tank carcasses there. We can move him to a better position, so let's try to do that. We'll have our sniper here hop on one of these Brent carriers and bring that gun up, as well as our 17-pounder. See if we can get the 17-pounder up close enough. Good thing that thing can pull it. Nice. Alright, the sniper's ready to go. Now's here where this is where it gets really sneaky. And it reminds you a lot of the original Men of War because you know, there's a little loss of momentum as you think of a new plan. Now you have to go back and capture enemy weapons because you don't have enough in the area, or you're undersupplied, or it's a sneaking mission. Usually in the Commonwealth missions for Men of War, it was kind of cool. It was all commando, you know, deep behind enemy lines, blow up a train with, you know, basically nothing but a handgun and a dude named Brian. It's pretty much, it was called Life of Brian, I think. There was a movie about it. Alright, let's go ahead and ditch this gun. We'll get him into position. See if they can push it up to wherever he can go. Looks like there's an H out now. I think the enemy gets a tank every so often now. We do have a tank available in the rear somewhere. Maybe not. Sturm Tiger's probably going to fire again. I'm hoping to track one of these. Maybe we can track the Sturm Tiger and it won't be able to turn anymore. That'd be good. Should have been able to track him there. We have our tank available here, attracting the attention of the Tiger. The Tiger seems to have better planning skills than our troops. The Tiger can assess targets pretty well. Alright, let's see if we can... So we can't link up to this thing, it seems. Too heavy. And it's stationary. There goes the Sturm Tiger shell. We've got everything in front of our flak gun. Ridiculous. Look at this, they're using tanks as cover. No, just stand up and throw the damn thing. There you go. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? The AT grenade hovered above the thing. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That was great. Damn cheaters. Alright, time to get up this hill. No more of this crap. They're probably gonna kill our tank now. Alright, get the Germans to change their mind about hiding. Bastards might know how to shoot, but they're still vulnerable to grenades.
Got it, sir.
Alright, here's where we're going to flood our troops in.
Got it, sir.
That's what makes it tough. The Germans have this position, then the position to defend that position. Then we had 6 troops who couldn't take out this paratrooper there. Ridiculous. Again, this is what was so frustrating about the original game, and keep in mind my complaining is pretty justified when we have, again, troops have line of sight on enemy troops, but they refuse to fire. We do have a radio op though, which I'd forgotten about the entire time, whom we could have used. We're going to try to use him against the tanks on the right then. Get him across the yard there, and the rest of our troops will come up.
Got it, sir. Stay the course. Enemies ahead. Pour it on them.
All right, so we'll do a little bit better now. The not sure what the radioman's range is. Of course, switches from. Whoa, Sturm Tiger crew injured. What the hell happened? Did it? Must have hurt itself. Alright, let's see how this works. Now, if this does not kill this tiger, there's actually one inside the tiger, so this tiger should be dead. That's what I thought, bitch. Good. Radio operator saved the day then. I was gonna go to the lengths of invading the entire left side of the town and flanking around, but this saved us an immense amount of time.
Got it, sir.
But we're still gonna have to take out the Yag Panther now, though we're gonna have to take out the Sturm Tiger first, just to make sure he doesn't fire at our radioman. Get him pretty close. Can't go through that bush. Just a second. No, damn it. Alright, well, we can still get that gun off of him, so no big deal. It is frustrating when the enemy still gets one constant tank spawn. Like, we're trying to push them back, and they still get one tank, and then a couple minutes later they get another tank. And it's just annoying when you have to do that. You know, you have to deal with that tank. Luckily, we did bring up some of our bigger guns. That was destroyed by the tiger earlier, or the Sturm Tiger, yeah. Alright, we're just gonna go all out nading. Yep. Guy here just fired his Piot into the side of an AT gun. Genius. Now, here's what we do have, though. We have all of our troops ready to roll as soon as these vehicles are dead. So we're gonna have this radio operator gonna pick up his gun. Should have it out. Where's his? Oh, there it is. All right, we want him to get the artillery signal gun.
Keep moving. We're itching to have these rounds. Targets in the open. Forward on him. Catch.
Jesus, I can't believe that guy actually got into that crater with him.
Got it.
Alright, new defensive positions. We need that artillery signal gun so we can finish this off.
Got it, sir.
Alright, where's this gun?
Yes, sir.
Not the radio man doesn't need to use it. It can be picked up by any troop. Nuke. Well, that's the end of that gun. Son of a bitch. An only crew injured it, but at least it's not going to turn to our left side now when we're attacking the Yag Panther. I have no idea where that gun went. It blasted off the map, more than likely. So there you go. This is hell. This is the worst this game will be. Wow, and the Germans have actually retaken the position again.
Yes, sir. Try this on for some. Abandon the
Oh, got the Yag Panther's attention. Alright, so the Sturm ain't gonna turn. A couple of H's here. One of them's been tracked. Should be able to just swarm them with infantry. Let's just push up with everything we got. Even if they're empty on ammo. Give the enemy more to shoot at.
For king and country. Got it, sir. For king and country. Got it, sir. Enemy is straight ahead. Got it, sir. Go.
Oh, of course, now he turns targets, and that'll be an insta-act on that AT gun. Maybe not.
Let him have it. Throw it on him. Give him hell. Give him hell. Yes, sir.
Alright, if we can get that mortar, or if we can get that
Got it, sir.
thing ready. Priest apparently is RTB'd. Alright, so now the Panther is now turned.
I got him. Damn it. Moving.
Now we gotta play this little hide and seek game with him. Our gun depression is too high. Or the obstacle there is too high. Well, we're gonna give him a couple of targets to shoot at. He's gonna have to target one of these guns. And we're out of artillery shells, actually. Wow. This could have been about a 25-minute mission, but been a lot of Moaz BS of, yep, half track coming again. Get that 37 in the way. Gun on this thing's destroyed. We'll get into position, close to position, then repair. Alright, half track's coming up. The Germans just like drive into their old vehicles. I'm not really concerned about troops who are empty on ammo at this point. Alright, we could buy ourselves an ammo truck. That's gonna take forever though. All we gotta do here is pop the tanks, and then we can get rid of the infantry. We can just push up with our own infantry for days and days. Put it down, boys. And of course now the Panther, yep, becomes active. Ah, what an ass. So that Sturm Tiger really screwed us over again. This game is amazing at doing that. No idea where that gun is. We will probably never find it. It was probably blown clear off the map. Alright, so the Sturm Tiger at least cannot turn. We've got 2 tanks here, one of which appears to be disabled. I don't think this one's even crewed, so there's only a few tanks left. It all comes down to just destroying this crazy heavy armor. Actually, let's bring the roof down on the Germans. This guy can go to hell. Let's just remove all their cover. Look at all that. Ridiculous. Alright, we're going to move both guns at the same time. Keep crewing that gun, keep them distracted. Screw you. Double insta. Did you see that? Look at that. There's no way. And now I think there's a mortar somewhere as well. Alright, so we lost our early Tiger. Wow. Flood infantry is not going to do anything. But let's try. We're going to World War I it up. We're going to fill the whole trenches with all the troops we can. And then we're going to begin the fun. Let's see how it works. Alright, putting down a smoke screen here. Smoke pisses Germans off.